Hello! Today we are going to continue our South America topic and we are going to focus on sustainability. Today's lesson is about discussing how cities in South America can become sustainable. Our learning journey starts with understanding the causes of unsustainable or urban living, so in cities, and then we are going to describe the location of Curitiba and why is this a sustainable city. At the end, we are going to evaluate the best strategies to help cities become sustainable, and we are going to play a matchup game. For today, you are going to need paper, pen, resources from class charts, and of course, internet. We cannot start our learning journey today without recapping what sustainability means. Sustainability is mainly taking care of what we have now on this planet so people in the future, our children in the future, would be able to experience the beautiful things that we experience now as well. So sustainability is not just about taking care of the environment, but it's also about taking care of the people that live here and of course the quality of life that they have. For example, how much money they have, what they can afford. So, sustainability is about it could be social, about helping people if they have good education, for example, or it could be economic, so it makes more money, they could afford more things, they can buy more things, or it could be environmental, which protects the environment. A city or a country would be sustainable if it protects the environment, if it protects its people, if it makes money as well, so not wasting too much. What I would like you to do now is to stop the video and research the keywords for today, which are what is an NEE, what is an HIC, what is a sustainable economy, and what could be unsustainability. Now we know that a country could be sustainable by doing all these good things, being taking care of people, making money, and protecting the environment. But how can a country be unsustainable? What bad things would a country do? So stop the video, research the keywords, and try to answer the question. We hopefully know now what an NEE means, a newly emerging economy. Most countries and cities in South America are NEEs. They are starting to develop their economies. They are starting to make more money. For example, Brazil. But they are becoming more unsustainable, and that happens because they're not taking care of the environment that much. What I'd like you to do now is to look at the three images found there in the table and try to come up with the reasons why cities in NEEs, so cities that are starting to develop now, are becoming more unsustainable. Why are they becoming bad for the environment, for the people living there, and for the economy maybe? For the secure task, if you're aiming for a 4 or 5, you need to rank them from the biggest, so the worst cause of unsustainability, to the smallest, from 1 to 4. For the master task, if you're aiming for a 6, 7, or 8, you will have to think how are they similar or different to cities in HICs like the UK. So how are these similar? How are these unsustainable causes similar to countries, to richer countries like the UK? Stop the video and complete the task. So, to check if you've got it right, we're going to explain the reasons of unsustainability together. For the first image, as we see there are some factories. NEEs, so countries that are starting to develop to make more money, for example, Brazil, are developing their industry. They're starting to build more factories and they have more power generation. This increases air pollution as well as carbon dioxide, which is very, very bad for the environment and also for the people living there. Now, more wealthy people means that they can buy more cars, they can afford more cars. So there's going to be a lot of traffic and they're going to create more air pollution like CO2 emissions. And then for the third image, more people in cities due to people moving from rural areas. So from the village, they're moving to the city. They're migrating. So more people live in the city, which means that there is more waste production. People are consuming more and they're wasting much more, which often end up in the rivers and the oceans or in the streets, spreading diseases. Now we are going to talk about Curitiba, which is the Brazil's greenest city. It's one of the most sustainable cities in Brazil. What are you going to have to do now? For the developing task, you'll have to describe the location of Curitiba in Brazil using the word bank provided. If you want to challenge yourself a bit, or if you're looking for a grade 4 or 5, you'll have to try to describe the location of Curitiba without using the word bank. So you just have to follow the bullet points here. And for the master task, if you're aiming for a 6, 7, or 8, or if you just want to challenge yourself, you'll have to describe where Curitiba is in relation to Rio de Janeiro. For example, what side of Rio de Janeiro is using compass points, yeah? So stop the video and do the task. So now we're going to look at why Curitiba is such a sustainable city. Why is it so good for the people? Why is it so good for the environment? What did they do to make more money and to take care of the animals there and the people living there? Well, Curitiba has a rapid public transport system. The mayor, the council, invested in public transport systems and stopped cars going on certain streets, so people would choose to walk or to use public transport, which reduced pollution as well and the traffic as well. This is environmental because they protects the environment as well, and social because it takes care of the people and is faster and provides jobs for them as well. Curitiba also created green spaces on natural floodplains. So they created this parks and environments for people where they could recreate, and it also preserved the natural the biodiversity, like animals and plants. So it takes care of the environment as well, and is good for people for social life because it helps people with their mental health. Parks are good for people to recreate as well. Um, Also, again, about the buses, affordable public transport fares. This was really good for people when they introduced more public transport. They made everything more affordable for people, so it would be easier for them to choose buses over cars, which was really good for the environment again. And it was also economic because people would be paying if it was affordable, people would buy more, and this would help the city as well. And also the garbage exchange program. This program consisted in people from favelas or from everywhere in the city bringing their waste to the council, and in exchange for that they would receive money and food um, as a as a prize. And this would be environmental because it protects the environment. There is no more waste on the street. It protects this means that there's no more rats and no more diseases spread. Is also economic because they could do something with that waste, and also people don't have to spend more money on food if they are poor and they cannot afford it. And it's also social because it provides a better quality of life for people. They live in better places and they also can eat properly. Now, how is Curitiba become sustainable? To make sure you've achieved the learning outcomes for today, you will have to complete the matchup game, interactive game found on WordWall. The link to the WordWall game is on Clash Charts. Play that game, take a picture of the completed matchup, and send it to your teacher. For the master task, think Why are favelas unsustainable? Why are they bad socially, economically, and environmentally? There are loads of favelas in Brazil and in Curitiba as well. So think what a favela looks like and why are they bad for the people, for the environment, and why are they not good in terms of money? So stop the video and play the game. Thank you for taking part in today's lesson. For today, we'll have to upload a picture of task 2, the description of the location of Curitiba, and then task 3, a picture of or a screenshot of the matchup game completed. So the last task. Make sure you upload that for your teacher. Have a great day.